The memorial of Saint Martha. Martha lived with her sister and brother, Mary and Lazarus, in Bethany, near Jerusalem. Toward the end of his public life, the Lord would often stay at the house of these close friends. Strong bonds of affection closely unite the three to Jesus. Friendship with our Lord makes the way easy for us. On another occasion, Jesus and his disciples stopped at the house of his friends in Bethany en route to Jerusalem. The two sisters were disposed to prepare what is necessary to provide hospitality for the Master and those who were accompanying him. But Mary, perhaps shortly after Jesus arrived, sat down at his feet and listened to his teaching, while Martha went on alone with the housework. Mary put aside everything still left to do and gave all her attention to the Master. The familiarity with which she settles down at his feet, her habit of listening to him, and her hunger to hear his words show that this is not a first encounter, but that there is a rare sympathy here. Martha was certainly not indifferent to the words of Jesus. She too was paying attention to him, but she was more occupied with the domestic chores. Without her realizing it, Jesus moves the conversation onto a higher plane. The very means at hand to attend him well absorb her. Left this way on her own, she begins to grow uneasy and perhaps feeling she is overburdened with work. In the meantime, she contemplates her sister at the feet of Jesus. Maybe a little upset, but with great confidence, she goes before Jesus. St. Luke recounts and addresses him. Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her then to help me. How trustingly Martha approaches our Lord. Jesus responds in familiar tone. The repetition of her name seems to indicate. Martha, Martha, he tells her, you are worried and concerned about many things. Only one thing is necessary. Mary, who most assuredly would have been willing to help her sister, did not, in the midst of everything, forget what is most essential: to have Christ at the center of her attention and of her life. Our Lord does not praise Mary's entire disposition, but precisely the most important part of it, her love. Not even the things of the Lord should make us forget the Lord of all things. Martha would never forget the Lord's friendly counsel. Indispensable as her work was, her care not to relegate Christ the second place should have been even greater. Concretely, our activities and concerns that refer directly to the Lord's service should never cause us to forget the one thing needful, the person of Christ. In our ordinary life, we need to keep in mind that matters which seem terribly important, like work, financial gain, and social relations, should never take precedence over the family itself. These means are worth little if family life suffers. Only in extraordinary situations may it be necessary for the head of the family to work far away from home, as in the case of immigrants or sailors. If a father or mother earns more money but neglects the children, what good can this result? The Blessed Virgin, who enjoys the ineffable presence of Christ in heaven, will gain for us the grace of better appreciating an active friendship with the Master. She will teach us to take diligent care of the things of the Lord without forgetting the Lord of all. She will intercede for us before Jesus, so that we may learn never to value the family itself less than those noble gains we seek for its sake.